Hey everybody, it's Andy. I had a thought-provoking conversation with my mother-in-law recently about how to get makeup to stay on your face in the heat, in the humidity, or your eye makeup creases, or your foundation just slips off. Everything just kind of falls down your face throughout the day if you live in the south or hot climates, humid climates, if you have oily skin. All these things contribute to that. So today was an especially warm and humid day. It actually rained most of the morning, and since I really like the rain, I opened my office door, so I got a lot of humidity inside, and I think my makeup held up fairly well considering. So here's some things that I use to help keep the makeup in place all day where it's supposed to be. Something that I have found that's been really helpful in keeping my makeup on, particularly on my eyes, is an eye primer. Eyeshadow primer was something I did not even know existed until recently. I have always had, I've had kind of deep set eyes. My crease is pretty deep, so I don't know if that's a hooded eye, but that's what I'm dealing with, and my eyeshadow has always creased. I just kind of took it as a part of life. I thought everybody had that issue. But lately, as I've been wanting to do more with my makeup and kind of be a little more bold, I have noticed that it's really hard for me to pull off eyeshadow looks because my makeup, it either completely disappears by the end of the day or it is so creased that it just looks ridiculous. So on humid days, hot days, it is even worse. So I started about 6 months ago. I got this lovely e.l.f. eye primer, and this one is better than nothing. I will say that. I used it consistently for a while and it helped. I got a little extra wear. It took a little bit longer before the crease part set in. And then something happened. Then I got a sample of Urban Decay's primer potion. I can never go back. I can never go back to e.l.f. again. The e.l.f. one is fine. It's fine for a drugstore brand one. And I actually have not even bought the primer potion yet because I have this sample pack that I got with my Naked 3 palette, and it includes 4 good size samples. And so I've just been kind of using those, and they're lasting me quite a while. I cannot tell you the difference that a good eye primer makes. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Where was I? Oh yeah. I didn't necessarily want to pay full price for the Urban Decay primer potion. I didn't necessarily want to do that yet because I have quite a bit in the sample pack left and I wanted to run through that. But I also, at the same time, part of me just wanted to kind of hold on to it for special occasions. So I decided, okay, I will find something that's kind of middle of the road for day-to-day wear. I did some research and found that the NYX HD Eyeshadow Base was kind of a middle of the road, really comparable to a higher end primer at a drugstore price. So I picked it up and it looks and works just like the e.l.f. one. It comes out on a nice little wand, dab, dab, pat it in, put your eye makeup on, and it really, really extends the life of your eyeshadow. Not as long as the primer potion. No one can hope to compare to that. It's great stuff. But a lot longer than this one. I'm actually going to throw this one away after this video because I can never go back to it. But this one lasts almost as long as the primer potion. I think it is a great value, and it's really, really good at holding on that eyeshadow and keeping it on all day through the heat and the humidity. I think the foundation of a good face of makeup is not actually the foundation, but the primer. So I think a good primer is one of the most important things you can do in order to help keep your makeup on all day. A couple of them that I do have the Bare Minerals Primetime Primer, and this works really great with the Bare Minerals mineral powder makeups, but it works well with other foundations as well. It's silicone based, and so it really glides over your skin and just makes it really smooth, soft, fills in all those wrinkles, and it holds your foundation and the rest of your makeup in place. I think one that I like even better than the Bare Minerals one is the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur. It feels just like the Bare Minerals one. And I'm not sure, I think in price, this one's definitely cheaper, but I don't know how much cheaper. It's still, you know, it's a higher end drugstore type product. And this stuff is awesome. I use about this much product, which is probably less than a pea size of an amount. And it glides on so smoothly and effortlessly. I just kind of warm it up between my fingers a little bit and quickly just massage it over my skin. It does the same thing as the Bare Minerals primer, which is to really fill in those lines and wrinkles and pores. It smooths your whole face and gives you a great canvas, just blank canvas to start on. And I find that it really, really extends the life of my foundation, especially in the heat and the humidity. So any good primer is one to go for. I would stay away from cheap primers, especially if you live in the heat and humidity, because you don't want to be adding to the problem of just more gook on your face. You know, in the heat and the humidity, this is valuable real estate. Anything that goes on there needs to have a purpose and work well, in my opinion. Next, I think to get your makeup to stay on for long periods of time after you use your foundation, I think you want to always set your foundation with a powder, but in heat and humidity, or if you have oily skin and you're concerned about getting the longest wear possible, definitely use a mattifying powder. So I use the Revlon ColorStay. I use it with a big old fluffy brush, which I love, and I just, you know, swirl it in, swirl it around my face, and it really helps set things in. I also will use the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil from time to time. The Mineral Veil is a really great product. Initially I was just using it with my Bare Minerals kind of system, but I use it with other foundations as well, and it's just a wonderful thing. And it really helps set things in and also kind of gives off a luminous quality, which I really like. If you're concerned that you can't pull off a glowing complexion in the heat of the summer without it looking sweaty or oily, and you really want it to stay on, I would recommend the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. It comes in a little tub like this little guy. I picked this up at Sephora. As you can see, you can't hardly see it because it is just so white. There's some in the lid. And it's got a bit of a shimmer to it. And it goes on so nicely, and just dusting this across your face. I've actually blended, got some of this on my brush and got some regular pressed powder on my blush and blended the two together and dusted it on. It really helps set your makeup while giving off a glowy appearance without being oily, and that is what we want, friends. That is what we want. Lastly, I think the best possible idea to set your makeup and to finish off your face without being in fear of losing your face during the day is a finishing spray. There are multiple types of finishing sprays and multiple different places in many different price points. The Urban Decay Deslick is the best thing I have found this year. I'm so happy about it. There's also a 24-hour version called All Nighter. You know, there aren't many occasions in life when I'm just going to be awake for 24 hours, so I don't really need something that lasted that long, so I went with this one, but I've heard that the All Nighter is amazing as well. And all you do is, this is the travel size, by the way. Sephora has a big bottle, and then this size bottle. I actually got this at Ulta, but Sephora has them too. And I opted for this one because it was my first time trying one of these and I was a little nervous about it, so I went this route. But you just spray a little bit. I kind of do like this, get my face all in it. But you can also do an X or a T. I find it a little hard to spray in that formation. I'm just not coordinated enough to do that, I guess. So I just kind of missed it and get my face all in it. It dries really quickly and nicely, and it just leaves a nice fresh matte finish on your skin. It's not sticky, you don't even know it's there, you just know that your skin looks great. So I love this stuff for setting my makeup on days when I have a special occasion, when it's going to be hot and humid like today, or when I'm extra oily that day, because this really helps keep your makeup from sliding off. So there you go. There's my little list of products that you might give a try if you struggle with being in the heat and the humidity, and muggy days and rainy days and days where your skin feels oily because of the heat and you feel like you don't even want to put makeup on because it's just going to come right off. So if you deal with that issue, try any of or all of these products. They really have changed the way that I do my makeup in the summer. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and please let me know if you've tried any of these things, or if you have found a miracle product that helps keep your makeup on if your skin is oily, if you live in the heat, if you live in the South and it's a hot day outside. Let me know. I would love to find out more of these products because I just think they're the best, and I can't believe I didn't know about them sooner. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Have a great week.